So here we have Laurie. So your extension is pretty good. Minimal head motion, which is great. But when you turn to breathe, it's still a little more out of the water than I'd like, which forces your hips to drop somewhat. But your body position is good. Other than that, seems like you're making an effort to pull all the way through. So I can see sometimes your hand does still turn before you finish the stroke, but you're doing a pretty good job of pulling all the way through the stroke. So underwater is really where the bulk of your improvement needs to come from, because above water you're in pretty good shape. So you can see here the right arm doing a decent job of getting a catch. It's somewhere in between a high elbow catch and a straight arm pull. So you're getting forward motion with that right arm on most of the strokes. The left arm is where you still sometimes lead with the elbow. On some of the strokes, especially when you turn to breathe on the right side, you do get a more powerful pull with a straight arm pull on that left arm. Hand on the right appears to be turning inward or towards your body when you're pulling through. So something to concentrate on is keeping that hand angled so that it's flat relative to the wall, the back wall. So here you were working on limiting some of the head motion when you turn to breathe. And that's good. The stroke turnover, you don't want to slow down the stroke turnover too much. So when you bring your arm around, you want to do that, as quickly as you can without being super forceful. So a lot of the speed comes from how hard you pull underwater, but some of it does come from just your stroke rate, or how many strokes you take every 10 seconds. So next up, got a series of screenshots. So the right arm, and you'll see here in a second, right arm, good extension. and then more or less, a straight pull in the sense that your upper arm and your forearm maintain the same angle when viewed from the side. Now what I got here is two strokes. So left stroke, left stroke. The second one here is where you're turning to breathe. This is the elbow problem. When you're not breathing, this is when you turn to breathe. So notice the elbow's starting to slip, the forearm has an angle backwards. Here you have more or less a straight arm. So the straight arm pull here is much more powerful than the elbow. There's you're not getting any grip at all on that screen right there, but here you're getting quite a good grip. So that's the big difference. If you could do a straight arm pull with your left arm, you're going to be in much better shape. It's going to be more powerful. But that elbow slip was one stroke before that straight arm, so you did those right in a row. So you do have the ability.